Hello, my name is MsMojo. It's not the first time I've done that.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at the best voice acting performances in films released between 2020 and 2024.
This is our first step into womanhood, and we have to do it together.
Number 10, Maya Hawke as Anxiety, Inside Out 2.
I'm anxiety. I'm one of Riley's new emotions.
A new emotion!
We are just super jazzed to be here.
Maya Hawke became a Gen Z superstar on her cool charisma. All that is stripped away in the best way for her voice acting debut in Pixar's Inside Out 2. As the sequel follows Riley Anderson's sentient emotions into her teens, Anxiety becomes a disruptive newcomer.
Val's on team 1, you want to be on team 1, let's go!
She made a promise to her friends. She's not gonna break it.
Oh, you're so right, Joy.
Hawke plays the role with a fast-talking, on-edge sense of humour about cautionary neuroses. That is, until she projects the chaos of losing emotional control. Despite the story's use of fantasy to express a mind in crisis, she brings authenticity to the concept of anxiety and humanity to its incarnation.
What's your name, big fella?
That's embarrassment. He's a really sweet guy.
Inside Out 2 handles complicated themes with a mature heart overall, but Hawke assuredly takes over the operation. Number 9, Jamie Foxx as Joe Gardner, Soul. Obviously a virtuoso in both comedy and drama, Jamie Foxx really gets them jamming in the role of Joe Gardner.
1, 2, 3, 4, stay on the beat. 2, 3, 4.
Pixar's Soul follows the jazz musician as he dies right before his big break, then tries to escape the afterlife. Fox sure knows how to play up the hilarious shenanigans in that adventure. When Joe gains some perspective, however, he brings it down a few keys. Fox recognizes the depth in his revelations about the beauty of life and its fragility in the universe. It's really heavy stuff for an animated family flick, but the characterization doesn't miss a note, and Fox's fun yet hauntingly poignant rendition truly delivers the namesake of Soul.
I'll go with you.
You know you can't do that.
I know, but I'll go as far as I can.
Number 8, Stephanie Beatriz as Mirabel Madrigal, Encanto.
Make your family proud.
A deadpan breakout on Brooklyn Nine-Nine represents Stephanie Beatriz's versatility more than her typical comedic style. She's much livelier as Mirabel in Encanto, in which the only Madrigal without magic must explore difficult family secrets to save her home.
Tia Pepa, if he had a vision about someone, what would it mean?
We don't talk about Bruno.
Beatriz balances that heroic spirit with more complicated feelings about heritage and identity. It turns out Detective Rosa Diaz is also an enchanting singer. The chameleon performer clearly has vocal range, but her acting range scored an Annie Award nomination and a Voice Arts Award win. She definitely deserves accolades for recording Waiting on a Miracle while going into labour.
Bless me now as you blessed us all those years ago when you gave us a miracle.
Mirabel has since become an iconic Disney hero, while Beatriz continues to surprise fans as a prolific voice actor. Number 7, Jack Black as Bowser, the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Open the gates or die.
Rockers and the family crowd at least agree on their love of Jack Black. Still, he was odd casting for the menacing, if bumbling, Bowser in Illumination's Super Mario Bros. Adaptation. Black wound up nailing the fury of the King of the Koopas, out to conquer the Mushroom Kingdom with Princess Peach as his captive bride.
Her heart-shaped bangs, the way she floats in the breeze, her immovable tiara. And when she sees this star, oh ho ho ho, wedding bells.
At the same time, his tongue-in-cheek delivery yielded some of the movie's most memorable gags. The Golden Globe-nominated love ballad Peaches is especially iconic.
Peaches, 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 peaches. Ah! Oh, yeah! Oh!
Even the critics who found the film's unlikely success unqualified praised Black as the highlight. With an Annie Award nomination and meme status, he really breathed fire into the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Number 6. David Bradley as Geppetto. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Geppetto is mostly recognised as a jovial soul, despite having to adopt a living puppet as a son. Guillermo del Toro's darker tone for Pinocchio is set by David Bradley's heartbreaking portrayal of the carpenter.
No.
The veteran character actor is best known for his domineering presence behind villains and tragic figures. Geppetto is more the latter, as he grieves his true son's death in World War I. Bradley voices that pain with profound subtlety. His reluctance to accept Pinocchio is more humorous, but is gradually enriched to capture the father's redemption.
Good night, Papa.
Good night, good night, Pinocchio.
This bold, dramatic arc stood out from Del Toro's altogether elevated artistry. It also earned Bradley an Annie Award nomination and even higher praise for his powerful voice.
I love you. Exactly as you are.
Number 5. Bradley Cooper as Rocket Raccoon, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. As far as Bradley Cooper has come from comedy to drama, he didn't have the meatiest role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but Rocket Raccoon ended up the heart of the third installment in the Guardians of the Galaxy series.
No, that can't be true.
It is. They want to kill us all in the morning. But I'm gonna fix it.
Flashbacks reveal the horrific experiments and other tragedies that turned an ordinary raccoon into a trash-talking bounty hunter. Cooper's already unrecognisable voice finally explores the anguish behind the scrappy comic relief.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Rocket.
I lay you down.
Almost 10 years in the making, this arc ultimately captures the significance of Rocket's identity and bond with the Guardians. It also earns Cooper widespread acclaim and several accolades, as if there was any doubt that he could find a stellar performance in an anthropomorphic raccoon.
What's a raccoon? It's what you are, stupid. Ain't no thing like me except me.
Number 4. Antonio Banderas as Puss in Boots. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. For 2 decades, Antonio Banderas has delighted fans of the Shrek franchise as Puss in Boots.
I am Puss in Boots! I laugh at death!
His spin-off movie was well earned, but he really got his claws in us with the sequel. The swashbuckling feline has lost his confidence after spending all but one of his 9 lives. Along his journey to renew them with a wishing star, Banderas portrays existential crisis with shocking authenticity. His own heart attack informed the hero's unlikely shift into a representative for fear and the value of a full life. Of course, Banderas continues to flex his suave charisma and self-aware comedic chops.
Who is your favorite fearless hero? Who is your favorite fearless hero?
It's a complete performance, carrying a highlight of a classic franchise and perfectly resolving years of character development. Number 3. Rosalie Chiang as Mei Li, Turning Red. Growing up is hard enough when you don't morph into a giant red panda. Turning Red tackles a lot of mature allegories for Pixar, with newcomer Rosalie Chiang at the helm.
Are you serious?
For May, I really wanted her to sound unique.
Oh my gosh, that's like the best thing ever.
I wanted her to feel like a real girl.
She was just a local kid the filmmakers hired to provide reference vocals. Pixar was so impressed that they forewent an established, likely older actor to give her the lead role of Mei Lee.
Just be the calm, mature adult you totally are. You got this.
Being in her early teens at the time, Chang brought authenticity to May's awkward coming of age, but her riotous comedic energy and poignant heart were a true revelation.
I'm changing, Mom. I'm finally figuring out who I am.
This incredible breakout was a highlight of Turning Red's widespread acclaim. Chang has since become a Disney darling with a bright future in the industry. Number 2, Shameik Moore as Miles Morales, aka Spider-Man. Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse.
I've always wanted to play Miles Morales. In fact, a few years ago, I wrote in my journal on the very first page, I am Miles Morales.
Into the Spider-Verse successfully animated Miles Morales for the big screen. Much of that was thanks to the chops of Shameik Moore, who especially shined in the sequel. Across the Spider-Verse picks up with Miles hitting his stride as a superhero and grappling with his discovery of parallel universes. Moore nails the humorous wit and teenage angst needed for a lovable Spider-Man.
I hope I didn't ice your game, man.
No one my age says those words in that order, Mom.
What makes him a compelling one is the moral compromise of a hero who threatens all worlds by trying to save them. The adventure is full of sensory overload, yet an equally eclectic lead performance focuses Miles' complex character arc. With many accolades to his name, Moore is sure to neatly tie that arc up in Beyond the Spider-Verse.
If I don't get home, our dad is going to die.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Eva Whittaker as Mabe Og Mactira, Wolfwalkers. The child actor's instincts for fierce charm and drama won her an Annie Award.
Stay here in the forest. It's great. Loads of running, playing, eating, messing, climbing. Free.
Abby Jacobson as Katie Mitchell, The Mitchells vs. The Machines. The award-winning comedian stands out from an underrated Gems top-notch ensemble.
I've always felt a little different than everyone else. So I did what any outsider would do. Made weird art.
Behold, cinema!
Kelly Marie Tran as Raya, Raya and the Last Dragon. A prolific talent brings heroic heart to Disney's buddy comedy epic.
I really need your help. I made a mistake. I trusted someone I shouldn't have, and now the world's broken.
Chloe Grace Moretz as Nimona, Nimona. Anarchic humour and flexible personality define a memorable anti-hero.
Hey, boss!
How long was I out for?
15 years.
15 years?
Don't be so gullible. It was just a couple hours. Breakfast tacos?
Robert Pattinson as the Grey Heron, the Boy and the Heron. The dedicated actor is creepy, funny, and unrecognisable in this masterpiece's English dub.
Shoot me! My heart is right here, but you've only got one arrow, so don't miss. Then it's my turn. And when it is, I'll take your arrogant lying, swollen heart and rip it out!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Jenny Slate as Marcel, Marcel the Shell with shoes on. Comedic actress Jenny Slate actually proved her talents as a creator with Marcel the Shell with shoes on. From 2010, she and ex-husband Dean Fleischer-Camp developed the adorable anthropomorphic mollusk in short films and books.
Marcel the Shell is a character that I created with my husband, Dean Fleischer-Camp, and he's a shell and he has one eye and two shoes and a face, and a personality like many of us do.
His feature debut was a surprise masterpiece, largely for Slate's portrayal of the title character. She brings such a sweet, humorously self-aware voice to a mockumentary about Marcel's day-to-day life.
This is my bedroom. It's a bedroom, but I sleep on a piece of bread, so I just...
Gradually, however, she explores the woe of a little guy trying to understand the big world. Slate makes you fall in love with Marcel through all the heartbreak and joy of life.
But what if everything changes? Again?
If nothing else, her heavily accoladed performance exemplifies the versatile depths of both the actor and voice acting in general. What are your favourite voice acting performances of the 2020s? Let your voice be heard in the comments.
Hold up. Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Well, this has been fun.
Who are you talking to?
But I really gotta wrap this up.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.